Greetings, people of Earth. You know who this is, Alien Ness, aka Ness 4, aka the N-word, because I'm that nigga. And I'm chilling here, NorthFreshWest. You heard? NorthFreshWest. It just runs, it just flows, it just goes. You know what time it is, NorthFreshWest. Y'all got. I mean, personally, I try to keep my ear to the streets, but I can't be everywhere, you know? And like when I got back into the game in 98, 99, early 2000s, it was all about, to me, coming out of Seattle, it was all about massive monkeys and dance rooms. You know what I'm saying? But I always knew that Seattle has, not just breaking, but I just mean hip-hop culture on the whole. Seattle always has deep roots in hip-hop culture, and I just really wish that Seattle b-boys in general got out more, because there are a lot of dope b-boys in Seattle. But let's be real, you can't keep battling the same people every week, every jam, you're seeing the same faces, and technically that works against b-boys. I feel it works against b-boys because you don't see what else is out there. So if you keep comparing and trying to beat the same people you're beating every weekend, your skill level really isn't going to go up higher. I just feel that a lot more crews need to do what Massive Monkeys did. Massive Monkeys took a chance and they went out there, they made those pilgrimages. They went to New York, they went to LA, they went to Arizona, they went anywhere there was a big battle, across country, across seas, you know, everywhere there was a big battle, Massive Monkeys made that effort to go and win, lose, or draw. You know, and to enter that battle, and whether they win or lose is not really the issue. What really they gain from that is they see what's out there, you know, and it kind of raises the bar in your mind. And if the bar in your mind raises, then your skill level is gonna raise too, you know. So basically, man, I just want to see a lot more Seattle cats get out there. I want to see more Seattle cats in freestyle sessions. You know, I want to see more Seattle cats out of Mighty Four. I want to see more Seattle cats in R16 in Korea. You know what I'm saying? And Battle of the Year in Germany. You know, because Seattle got rich history, so much talent. Choreography out here is bananas. The moves out here is bananas. The b-boys out here is bananas. The attitude. Everything is so dope. It's just brothers really ain't trying to get out there. And if you don't put yourself out there, you ain't never really gonna know what's out there.
I moved to Seattle, and this is one of the guys I used to break with back then.
Well, Pablo was one of the first guys I met when I moved out to Seattle in 1986. You know, he was a heavy hitter. Steve was like 10 years old. He was a baby. You had like Sir Slam a lot. You had a lot of b-boys. You had Seattle Circuit Breakers, Mr. Supreme, dope DJ. He was a b-boy. You know what I'm saying? And them cats. So, you know, like Seattle had that deep history, and then on the other side of SeaTac more, you had Tacoma, you had high performance coming out of Tacoma, you know what I'm saying? And Seattle had Icy Ice, you know, and Tacoma had Alien Ness, so it was really crazy. It got really crazy back in the 80s, and I think that's when it was really popping. And I don't think I've ever seen New York City Breakers really take a bad win until we came to Seattle to battle high performance breakers at the Tacoma Dome. I mean, I don't think I lost my rounds. I don't think I lost my rounds. But if when I reminisce on the battle, it was like a really good day for Seattle, because they saw Tacoma's sons battling the New York City Breakers and come out looking clean on the other end. So that kind of like raised the bar for Seattle and Tacoma, and that's when brothers was really like getting amped, and the skill level shot up more right after that. You know, it was like, we got hope, we could beat the best of the best, you know. And then I thought once Massive Monkeys came out, a whole string of kids was gonna come out, and then like dance rooms came out, and then it got really quiet from Seattle, and I just missed those days. And like I said, my brother Sir Slam a lot, Viva, Supreme, High Performance Breakers, Maurice, Little Jesse had the crazy head spins, you know, Ron, you know, it was the truth. Those was my days. I used to kick with Sir Mix-a-Lot and whatnot at the arcade, change dollars into quarters, and we talk about making it big and things like that, you know. And I went all the way to the days when High Performance, we signed with Nasty Mix Records, dropped some hits, did something with Casey and the Sunshine Band, you know, Seattle got history, man. And I love Seattle. And I think Seattle loves me too. NorthFreshWest, keep doing what you're doing, man.